What's going on, Godwe? This is Godwe Howard of Godwe House. I'm here at the other studio talking about God's wealth. This is going to be the subject for today, God's wealth. How to create wealth through your mind. This is the God's Wealth edition of Godwe House. So, with that being said, we're going to get right into it. I'm going to talk about some things that will help you create wealth through simply the mind, imagination, just thinking about it, and bringing it into reality. Your mind, first of all, is divided into two parts, the conscious and the subconscious mind. Now, with your subconscious, that's your feelings and emotions. With your conscious mind, those are your sensory factors: sight, sound, touch, smell, taste. Your senses, your five senses. So your thing is, what you want to do is change your subconscious, which will eventually affect your conscious mind. Now, one of the mental faculties that God gave us is imagination. Imagination is where you can create your whole entire world through it until it manifests into reality. So a man thinketh, so is he. To be something, you must first become it. To do something, you must first become it. You have actors that are really, really good. And the reason why they are really, really good is because they not only act their role, they become their role. They live that role. And what you got to do is, whatever you want out of life, whatever you want to be in life, you have to live that role. You have to live like you already got it, or live like you already became it. Simply by using your imagination. You know, you can watch certain people that are where you want to be. You can emulate them, the way they dress, how they speak, how they carry themselves. And you emulate them, and eventually you will emulate their ways and their strategies on how to get wealth, on how to bring in money. You have something called the law of vibration. It means that everything moves with energy. Everything has energy. Everything is made of energy. So, like energy produces other like energy. The same energy. Negative energy produces negative energy. Positive energy produces positive energy. Your thing is, you want positive energy. You want to think positive. In other words, if you want to be a doctor, then you have to already walk and talk and dress like a doctor. You have to already be in that spirit mode of a doctor. Even though you haven't had the degree yet, you haven't started school yet, you want to already walk in it until it manifests itself. And eventually it will. Little imagination and thinking about it, you produce that energy. The energy produces vibration, and that vibration produces results that you want. Now, I'll give you an example. Before I started Godwe House, I imagined myself doing YouTube videos for a long time. I didn't have a name for it, didn't even know what I would be talking about. I just knew I wanted to have a YouTube show. And I kept thinking about it and then thinking about it. And eventually I started acting as if I had a YouTube show. Speaking, dressing, like I had a YouTube show already. And eventually it manifested itself. I eventually got a YouTube show. I did the same thing with How Radio, which is out now. And I'm doing the same thing with the matching. I imagine myself doing a show about the matching. The whole principles, the concept of it, I just gotta wait until it manifests itself, and it will. And eventually you're gonna see my other YouTube show, which is The Matching, which deals with perception, how you perceive things, which is another mental faculty. So, it's real simple, think about it, speak it, become it, and it will come to you. Whatever you want out of life, you create wealth the same way. You want to have a whole lot of money, you have to give money like you already have it. You have to dress like you already have it. You have to live like you already have it. Now, that don't mean you go and spend that type of money. It just means that you in that role, you dress like you have a whole lot of money. But you could have got your stuff from maybe a thrift store, Salvation Army. But you dress and look like a multi-millionaire. When you speak, you talk like a multi-millionaire. When you speak these things and act these things out, you put out in the universe, it comes back to you. I'll give you an example with that. I went from an efficiency to a studio apartment to an apartment and now a house. And everything that I call out, I call it the name that it wasn't. In other words, my efficiency was my studio apartment. My studio apartment was my house. And my house now is my mansion. I always call it the next step up, the next thing I want, until it manifests itself. When I called my apartment my house, I meant that really was my house. And I treated it as such until eventually I got a house. Now I'm treating this house as if it's a mansion. And eventually I'm going to hit a mansion. That's how it works. And you create wealth the same way. All in the mind, which is the spirit. A person that thinks whatever's in his heart, he will become that. So all things are possible in the spirit. Just believe and you shall achieve. Real simple. It's all about believing. So, the usual short, simple, and sweet. I'm glad you guys tune in to Godwe Howard or Godwe House. This is the God's Wealth Edition, teaching on how to create wealth through spirit into manifestation. Thank you again for tuning in. Click like, dislike, leave a comment, subscribe, share. Thanks to all my Godwes out there. And once again, 1, 2, peace.